G'day, lads. Welcome back to the One-Eyed Pod. Apologies for the shit quality that it is and the shit audio quality. I'll be traveling for the next 2 months, so we just have to put up with this terrible quality to your ears for a bit. But how'd you go, Will?
Because you're, well, I'm all right, but I think, last weekend, you're in Melbourne at the moment, so it's good to catch up with you and you can talk about your vice captain, but it was fun to drink beers while you vice captain someone and you just being terribly depressed. I had to just keep buying you jugs just so you were happier, and you just weren't getting happier. You were just getting sadder by the minute.
I know listeners will know that last week when I was like laughing that I could VC Ed Richards. It's just depressing. You know, he had been in my trade plans this week. He's gone in and out of things.
Same. I think next week he is. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm looking at the other ringer in my team. I think he is more of a, what do you call it? He's more frightening to own than our man Ed. I'm talking about Clayton Oliver here.
Clayton Oliver. I'm trying to get a good angle with this.
Even Rosie, right? Rosie's more of a worry to me. So I think Ed's just going to stay there. I looked at his stats, and he was just butchering them and had a terrible first quarter. Terrible. So when you get a bad start, when you get a bad start though, it's very hard to recover. Like look at Rosie this week, and I'll be giving him a spray in my preview. Not preview, review/preview. But there's been a lot. It's been a shit week. But I mean, just to cover it for the listeners, both of us are going really good. I think I'm ranked 800 and something, and you are one not far off. You're only 50 points behind me or something.
50 points behind me. I'm 2,000.
Yeah, so it's very tight as well. But I feel like my team's honking terrible.
I feel like we're having the worst week in the world.
Yeah,
which is probably a good thing in the world. Like anyway, that we're like feeling like we're doing shit and it's coming through. Like, can we actually?
I think the big thing for us is, and I said it on the podcast last week, and I'll explain in a second. But TDK easy VC 133. I don't think you can. I'm looking at even the Carlton Collingwood game. I don't want to not VC this man. He's always just consistently pumping out the 130s. And we did it last week and it both fucked us. And we were just like, what are we doing here? This is very scary. And we were scared the whole week. Weekend, more weekend. But like, we're just like going, fuck, we might be in trouble here. We need McRae to rescue. And I don't think McRae was that good last week. Did you watch the game? Yes.
I didn't watch the game, but it was just dog shit scoring.
I watched the game. He did have a tag, to be fair, and he did get busy. So I'll give him it. And he scored a 120, but there was worry signs there, just going, what's this? This can't be happening. The savior, So
but
anyway,
20.
Oh, for a shocking game, 120. Jesus Christ, where was this last year, McRae? That's all I'm asking. I'll bring my team up.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a quick pod anyway. But I just want to give a couple of sprays and then tell the listeners what we're doing. So rank one. So I scored 1,999. Mm-hmm. It really. I'll hit you straight. Andrew Brayshaw. If you weren't watching, did you watch this game?
I did.
He was on track for a 160, missed 2 sodas, and then got a little hurt shoulder and had to come off, and then he's icing, and then he come back on. Then he loses points, and it cost me a 2,000 score. 199 is not acceptable for Andrew Brayshaw. It's pissed me right off. Don't get me started on. I'm going into it. I've been saving this up for a couple of days, but I have, I've been able to, the anger's somewhat, released because it's been a couple of days. But SDK, what the fuck? I knew this guy was a trap. I knew it. I told you it. I told everyone
You bloody traded him in.
Traded him in because Big Bad Baz was out. And then what happens? I get SDK and I'm watching him. Who did they even verse? He was getting out rucked by Darcy Fort. The bloke had calf a little bit. He had a little cramp. Had to go off for a little bit. He had 2 at a quarter time. So at quarter time, I've just got the couch and I'm bamming it in. And then I'm going, all right, let's just focus. No. This was, I was doing it quietly, you know. I was doing it quietly. And then I said, let's just focus on the man that's actually good in my team. Will Ashcroft. 136.
Very good.
My boy. I actually listened to the podcast literally like 2 hours ago, and by fate we had the Will Ashcroft comment, and I wasn't rude. You called him, and we can swear on the pod. You called him a weak cunt, weak as piss. And yes, he might be. Not this week. Not this week. It's his best game ever.
He's back.
And we just want to applaud Will. Who else can I give a spray? All right. I've still got Flynn R2. Because he's not playing, he's fine. I want to give a big spray to Harry Sheasel. What has happened to you, you great man? Remember when I traded you out last year and you fucking just went polar opposite and went nuke mode? Now I'm thinking of trading you, and I'm scared he's going to go nuke mode again. What has happened? Some people are calling it off-field issues. Some calling it third-year blues, which is not a thing.
He looks like he's a bit scared, like a little bit not confident.
He's been big on his diet. Maybe he's in a massive calorie deficit and he needs to get a fucking grip and
he's on keto.
Get with it. Get with it. Get fat like Stringer. That's what I say, because you are literally pissing me off. And look at this bloke. Look, I mean, he is 181 break even. I don't know. I'm lost for words. What are you doing with Sheasel?
I'm gonna hold him. I mean, he got put on half back late.
Played better.
And played a lot
maybe
better.
It's a coach. It's a coach
because I reckon he was on about 60 or maybe 58.
59. 59.
Yeah,
I remember the exact number, mate. I was driving home. Yeah. This is what I was doing, right? I was said goodbye to my family and I was having a good time, and I checked the Sheasel score and I've gone 59 3/4 time. That's garbage. Then I see Freo have made late outs, and then I'm like, oh, Amira's out. This is good for Brayshaw. And then I checked the sub, and I just had the most depressing car ride. I wish I had, I had to put on some Triple J or something, because I see Hewitt sub, and I have Max Hall on the bench for an 85 as an emergency. And I was talking to someone, and they said to me, hopefully Hewitt's not sub. And I said, he'll be right. He's been on the bench 2 rounds or 3 rounds or whatever's played. He hasn't been sub yet. Within an hour of that game, before that happening, when the subs fucking happened and occurred, and I see Hewitt sub, I wanted to beat my car horn. I wanted to beat the car horn just in anger again.
You couldn't. Oh, this is actually a hard pill to swallow. You couldn't even get Murphy Reed's 106.
Don't get Well, so I will give Levi Ashcroft a spray. What was he doing all game? What was he doing all game?
Tell me about it.
Oh, he kicked a good snagger and got the team back in the game. But I mean, he's just living in his brother's shadows. But yeah. Murphy Reed 106. I think just the positives in this team. I started Reed. I brought Max Hall in last week. I think I'm going all right cash gen wise, which is a positive. But just been bloody belted. I've been cowed punched scoring wise. Imagine if this was the other way around. I would be just doing dances, just going 300 rank, 500 rank, clicking. Moonwalking. All right, trade for the week. But that's just, and can I just say, I got absolutely shafted by my mate because he was bragging that Jaden Short, I kept Shorty in. I was planning on trading him. 55 at halftime. I think he was on it. He was on 60 at three-quarter time, scored a measly 3 points. I watched him do a one-step kick and just kick it straight to an opposition player.
I'm so sorry. I was wrong.
No. My point is, sir, this man scored more than all. He scored more than Bailey Dale. He scored more than your Finn Callahan. He scored more than your Lockie Neals. James Short isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things.
That's actually
so. I
true.
just want to put that out. I just want to put that out there.
He's better than Rosie.
He will score a 60 next week.
Better than Clayton Oliver.
Better than everyone apart from Nathan O'Driscoll. Yep. Better. Yeah. So, all right, let's get started on it. This guy, Jason Horne-Francis, just quickly. We're doing a real quick podcast. He can fuck off. Biggest trap I've ever seen. I'm just going for it today. I have had enough of this bloke. I don't even care if Rosie gets tagged. Actually, I'll take that back. I will care if he gets 100. I will, even a 90. But I don't have Baz.
Is Bailey he top Smith? 6?
Bailey Smith or Horn?
Horne-Francis.
It is questionable, the top 6 mark. You've got a fair few players and even Track coming in there possibly and Chad Warner I think.
So I'm happy to take the top 6 at the moment would be Rankin, Bailey Smith, McRae, and Daniel. And who are the other 2?
Well, if Warner's there, Warner
would definitely be top 6.
I've heard Touk Miller's a shout of getting a forward status, and he's averaging 120.
So trade the cunt. Get him out of there.
Simpkin, you've got. I really like. I've bought him in my keeper league, but I'm a massive fan of what's his name, Sam Darcy. I reckon he has got. So yes, the answer is that. I think we bought Horne-Francis for this soft run,
and it's over. It's nearly over.
Almost. I think they've got St Kilda and they've got Richmond next, don't they? Or did they? No, they've already versed Richmond. Sorry.
They've had Richmond. They had Geelong, Richmond, Essendon so far, I think.
Can you just check who they've got while I do my trades?
So coming up, they had Collingwood, not Geelong. Collingwood, Richmond, Essendon, and then coming up in the next 5, St Kilda, Hawthorn, Sydney, North, and the Bulldogs.
Oh, that's actually, that's not good.
It's not that good.
Now, I can do this one where, and I'm really keen on getting my man, the podcasters, the loyals ones, the OGs, they know him. Lockie Whitfield is my man. I know Michael got him a week early, but even if he does well, I get more, I get more of that Lockie Whitfield score because...
You got him at a cheaper price.
No, true that. I just, we're connected in a way that nobody understands. And if is a SuperCoach brother, but if people want to look at this, we don't have DFS, and maybe we should pay for it soon. But West Coast is somewhat easy, but St Kilda next week. That's a captaincy VC option. Adelaide, Bullies, Sydney, Geelong. I think people will be getting Whitfield in probably next week, and maybe you can go early. But I think he is definitely top 6 potential, and I'm happy to just pay up for him because just get him. I don't want to be in a situation where I don't have him or am struggling to get him in St Kilda game, and just watch him just get 150 or whatever. I like
the call. Is that your only one?
So this one could do, or where am I? And we'll get onto him later. I can't talk because we're doing it so late. Putting Ryan Marrick in instead, but I just think it leaves me a little bit too short. It gives me 338k next week, but I just feel like it's a wasted boost.
Yeah, I feel like 338K in the bank as well is like, Jesus, like, what are you missing here?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you okay? What are you trying to save for, you know?
No, what I
It's
mean
like
is like, obviously, if you haven't used the money on field, you're losing out somewhere.
yeah, I am, and the thing is, I wish I could do it, but I'll just explain it here. Marek would come in the flex for Lindsay, but
Mhm.
then I have to play these 3 donkeys, and it just doesn't work for my team, and I'm happy to cop that loss, because I want
Yeah.
the what do we call them? We don't call them the weapons, the stallions. We call them the
Oh,
stallions. You
cool,
want as
imagine. Oh,
no,
it's yeah,
no.
stallions,
We
stallions,
want the
stallions.
guns.
Yeah,
We want
stallions,
the
man.
guns though. So yeah, I think it's Whitfield. The
Mhm.
plan is next week is to probably go a cheap ruckman for Flynn if he's not named next week. So Briggsy, I'm massive on. But
Yeah,
Briggsy, Jaden Short will be going though.
I like it. Like, you're
Yeah,
improving your team. You're
yeah.
getting in Bailey Smith, and you're getting in,
My man, I'm
Whitfield
more
for
keen for
Sam
Wit.
Batonin and Jason Francis, who have done nothing.
Exactly.
And you're getting in a rookie who's on a really low break even. It's great.
Yeah, and I quite like Riley Bice. I wish I was going to boost him in last week, and then I thought just wait, and just save that boost, which I'm happy I have done.
Did you boost
Otherwise,
last week?
no. So this is my first boost,
Oh,
which is good. Which is good. I'm quite happy. So I saved the cashola, 127K. So doing the 2 upgrades has allowed me to go SDK up to my man Wit, D1 Wit.
D1
I'm
Wit.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy I've got
Get
him
him
now,
in there,
guys.
son.
I'm so happy. And I just can't wait. He gets just a little bit of bruises on his ribs. He has to just go to the bench a little bit, but it's a
Have a
myth.
little bit of
He's not
smile
injured.
about it. You love it.
It's just scary. If I did just quickly, if I had money for Sinclair, I'd probably get Sinclair though.
Yeah.
That
All right.
defensive mid status helps quite a fair bit.
Yeah. I don't know about Sinclair, but yeah.
I think he'll get tagged soon, surely. I'll give you the screen, but surely he gets tagged. He's been going berserk, man.
Even
Berserk.
like, I know a lot of people love his run coming up, but 1 second.
Well, he has. I had the run up a minute ago, and you own him anyway in keeper league. But he has Port in the next game, which sometimes they've tagged defensively, but I don't know if they have this year. I feel like maybe it's point chasing with Sinclair, but I think he's just
I think
so
it
damn
is.
good.
I don't think he versed 2 very soft teams.
So Port they have been known to tag halfbacks, but I don't know about this year, so I'm not going to say I know it. But GWS Bedford, like Bedford may possibly go to him, but he's more a centre bounce. We'll see what happens. I think if you want him, you got to jump on him now. He's going to be impossible to get. He's got a 58 break even.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to go to like that 700K and then come back down.
Imagine that. So we're seeing Jack Sinclair 700K before GTA 6. Riddle me that.
Quoting.
Just
All
quote
right,
him.
so this week I went 1990. Fucking a little bit disappointing, but it's a lot better than everyone else went, so I'm not mad at all. Sitting 2,777. And yeah, can't be mad about the score.
You're mad about someone though on your team, aren't
I'm
you?
only in the top 2%.
That's all right.
Yeah. So going to my team, there's just one big thing that's just been fucking me over consistently. And we worked it out, didn't we, Crooks? And if Max Gorn had just scored briefly around what he was, I would be well into the top 1K. And it's just fucking furious. If he went 130 in all of these, I think it put me at, what was it, 301?
I think I think you picked him for his run. He's obviously not done particularly well, but he's had Cherry and Witts, who now we know is back to his best. But
Yeah,
look
but
at
a
that run.
67 and an 88.
True, true. So at least what would be
Seven.
acceptable? What would be
At
acceptable?
least 100, at least a
Yeah,
ton, you know?
yeah. What if it was
It's
like 99?
67.
What would you do if it
99.
was a 9? You'd
Give me
take
99.
99?
I'd
Yeah.
take a 99. But like
98? Nah.
67. Jesus
The
Christ. I
bloke
mean, this is I got him for this run that's coming up here. But
that's what I was just gonna say to you.
hell.
Could you imagine what he's gonna do to SDK? He's gonna
Yeah.
do filthy things.
It's gonna be disastrous through here for anyone who doesn't own Max Gorn. Whoa. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything because
Yeah.
knowing Max Gorn at the moment, he's gonna go like fucking 90s through here. And he's gonna ruin my season. Max Gorn's gonna ruin my season. I'm gonna find out
I
where he lives. And
I
I'm gonna go
missed
there
I
and cut
missed the
his
last game.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would be happy to watch that on a live footage. You know, you'd be hitting
Just
Gorn.
no,
He
I'm not
deserves
hitting.
it.
I'm just gonna constantly keep cutting his internet connection. Just
Oh, get him really hard. He's
get
already
him
down in the
psychologically.
dumps. He's
Just
already down in the dumps already, mate. You don't want to
yeah.
break the man. He's
Oh,
already broken.
these fucking NBN cunts. That's what he'll be saying. Fucking NBN. It's just me at the front of his fucking house.
Stare.
Um,
Now, that run though, that run is particularly good. But is it actually that good? I wish we had debt. I think I'm actually going to purchase it
well,
because
you've got
Geelong,
SDK or Reece Stanley or whatever whoever they're going to have there.
so good matchup. Essendon
Good.
versus
Essendon,
Bryan and
not so
Draper.
good, but it could be
Yeah,
good. Essendon are typically restrictive.
yeah.
Fremantle's got Reedy.
Nah, it's
Or
Jackson. It's
Sorry, he's got
Jackson, but Jackson leaks
So,
points.
yeah, still Cook. He's got Nank, which is but he notoriously scores well against Richmond. I think he scored 200 against Richmond once.
Yeah.
And then he's got West Coast, which is fucking let it rip. So
Yeah.
this little patch right here, surely it's going to do some fucking damage. Surely, Max. Please.
Yeah. And because Cherry didn't do it, but Cherry was injured, to be fair, and somehow still, I think he cooked late. From memory, Cherry, like he was just doing his usual stuff. He could Gorn could beat him still. I think I just find it very weird that Goodwin's just like, yeah, he's going through some shit. You lay
Super
off him.
weird.
Why put a target on his he's not feeling the best?
And how weird is it that he's like, it's like Max Gorn is he's the HR department of Melbourne. Like he's just human resources to all the media. Oh no, we're actually doing all right. We're doing this and that. And he's just like making sure everything's like rolling at fucking Melbourne. And everyone else is just fucked. And you see it on the field as well. And he's just been like, fuck, everyone get on my back. Track's fucked. Clary's fucked. Everyone get on my back. Blake's only 40.
And he's digging out the leaders already. And who are the leaders? Clary and Viney and Petrarca.
Yeah.
I guess May's in there, but
Yeah.
very, very bizarre. And that's what makes me want to get off Clary as well. And we just probably got to cough up our slab to our mates pretty early.
We do. I think we do. I don't think he is. I'll take it back, guys. I'll say it early, but if he does come through, he comes through.
I'll give him 2 more weeks. I gave Ashcroft 2 weeks. I'll give him 2 weeks.
But also, all midfielders suck right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting tagged. Everyone's doing terrible. Like it's this week, only like a couple primos went nuts.
Andy,
Rao, Ashcroft, I wouldn't call him a primo, but went nuts.
Yeah.
But there's
Dunks,
not many.
low ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my team, Zork's nuts. Who else am I pissed off about in my team? He's on borrowed time.
How good's Trainer, by the way? 90.
Trainer fucking comes through. My rookies really saved me this week.
Yeah.
I
think that's with everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, Davidson on field. That Davidson 130 saved me. It's just all round good rookies this week. Loved it.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, can't complain really about anything. Trades wise this week, I am considering doing. I've got a few plans that I've spoken to you about, but I've settled on two. And you tell me which one looks the best. All right. Oh fucking! Oh, I've already clicked it. So getting rid of Fido Sullivan. I ended up trading out Camporelli instead of Finn O'Sullivan this week, just so Finn O'Sullivan could make an extra
this
7K.
it just quickly. It's so annoying because we've got news last night that Caldwell's done his hammy, and there's another player that's injured, and they've said that Sardis is going to be back next week. So
Yeah.
we've fully. I'm sad about that. You know, I'm looking at Mitch Nevitt, Camporelli in my team. You know, their Camporelli will go, but feels like Sardis might be the one that, you know.
You could just trade into him. Why don't we just trade him? Trade him in.
No, I'm not putting that shit cunt back in my team. He's a. Come on, he played one game. It felt nice.
I might put him back in.
No.
Get rid of you. And now I've decided maybe not getting rid of Flynn, but I'm just going to do it Flynn because Flynn might play this week. We haven't spoken about that, but there's a good chance that they need someone in the back line. And who are they going to put in the back line?
Nah, so they've got
Harry. But who are they going to put
Harry
there?
Edwards.
Harry
His name's Harry Edwards, who's 7.5 back. I'm pretty sure he didn't play.
Okay.
Or they had Oscar Allen in the back there. I doubt that will happen though. Or
so
Marek.
I don't think Oscar Allen's going back there. And if they don't put anyone in, I don't think that's good for Marek at all.
No, that is true. I think Harry Edwards didn't play. They've also, Bo Allen, they need a key back. I don't know who would go the key back for McGovern, although Harry Edwards is the only one I know about, which is concerning actually. But that's probably shows how our knowledge regarding West Coast because they're so dog shit. They're embarrassing.
So this is first trade options. I
don't mind that.
This is a boost. Get rid of Flynn, get rid of Foss. I get 2 high-scoring rookies on, like fieldable rookies, and I get Bailey Smith. I keep Horn Francis, so then I've added an extra primo, but high-scoring player, and like kind of made my team a little bit more ready for best 22.
That's better for cash gen as well. I mean, you're going to lose money on Horn Francis, but you get the stronger 22 out there. And the reason why I can't do that is because I got Flynn R2. Do you know what I mean? So Flynn's expendable if you don't have him at R2, I reckon. If he doesn't play,
I think so as well. Like, and if he's not named this week, I think I might go for something like this and just keep Horn Francis. And this, basically, I've just upgraded before upgrade season.
Yeah, and fixed your rookies up. You've only got Patton now, who's the weak, the weakest out of the lot. Because all the others,
and I don't even mind Patton being down there. I think he might even get a sneaky call up because they've got a few injuries. You don't think so? But anyway, he's a nice loop. So.
He's a nice loop. I'll tell you that he's a nice loop. I think Riley Bice has taken his spot, which was obvious because he got subbed out for him and then played the next week. But I'm pretty sure Harry Cunningham's back soon.
Yeah.
Which is interesting for Bice.
But
it's nerve-wracking.
Like this could be it. And I'm just not sold on. I know you love Marek and you like Marek and I kind of like Humphreys. I'm just not really sold on both of them to come into my team.
No, I just remember a couple of years. It's completely different. But do you remember 2 years ago I jumped on Humph late and I think I got him at 270K. Do you remember when he was going berserk at 180 and he was the rookie that we missed? And then
I had him. You didn't have him.
Yeah. And then I got on him late though. I think I got him on 280 and he had a terrible score once. And it was just really hard to make money. But I was hearing all he needs to really do is score an 80, and he makes you 100K, which I think is definitely possible. I've heard people, and I think maybe he could be not top 6, but F7, F8. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I think that he could do well, but it just takes one, because obviously from the looks of it, Took is getting old and they want him to play more forward this year and put Hump in that role and bring him up as now like this dominant inside mid, which we know he can be. Like when they've put him in there previously and it's shown, he just
Oh, he's
goes
a great
nuts.
player.
He's
A great
incredible.
young player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So I think that they want it to work more than they don't want it to work. And I think that Dimmer's always said that they really love him and they love it when he plays in the mid. And yeah.
so it sounds like you're more Humphrey though than Marek.
I am a little bit more Humphrey than Marek, just because Marek, from what I saw, Marek had the same role last week. Scored a 70 and got 5 kick-ins and scored a 70 and had the role, his ideal role, where he was the designated kicker and he was playing off McGovern and stuff. This week, he had the same role, actually pigged it. But McGovern had more kick-ins though. So is that why his score went up? Just because he had more kick-ins? And then when McGovern went out,
doing the
he actually
long
didn't score
50s.
anything at all.
I think he got decent amount of points in that last quarter. But
He didn't.
I'm looking at his
in the quarter by quarter, he went like 30-30, and then the last one was like 12. He scored 12 points in the last quarter.
Right. Because I'm looking right now, they split so they gave 6-3 to McGovern. McGovern won that for the first round, and then they split it 5-5. And then it was 9-2 for Marek's side for the kick-ins. I did see, though, I haven't got their fixtures right in front of me, but apparently the fixtures aren't even that appealing for designated kickers anyway. I just think
Humphrey's fixture is insane.
That's another thing. And so I was listening to someone, because I think I've always said to you that maybe Flanders will impact his role.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently last week, that wasn't the case. And I should actually just get this up. But apparently Humphreys got more CBAs as a result of Flanders coming in.
Yeah, Took was the one who lost the CBAs.
And
so
do you think that will be, the standard? Or do you think maybe,
so hard. They've done this before where they've put him in there and he's just starred, and then randomly he just plays half forward pocket role again. And they've played 2 like wet blanket matchups, so it's so hard to like tell. But I think someone put it out on go.
41% they both had, Flanders and Humphrey, and then you're right, Took Miller went. So Took Miller originally had round 1 58, and then Took had 28 in round 3. So I think Flanders' role is going to increase. He's a weapon, man. Like, surely he can't. But he's been showed to be very, diverse in the positions he plays. I don't mind the pick. If we go to the trade-ins, right, there's basically like 20K, or from memory, 20K of trading in Humphrey, or maybe 15K. And then it's like Marek for 4 or 5. Do you know what I mean? Like the community, the Twitter split.
You also doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about as well.
Yeah, I'm right. 20K. So 6K. So it's not actually that. It's still a lot compared
to more than
5K getting Bailey Smith in. Is that because they've already got him in?
A lot of people have him. Yeah, we're the only people who don't have him. Yeah.
Now, sorry, did I screw you with your trade-ins?
No, they were my 2 options. Like, what do you think is better? This one, I lose Horn Francis. I keep Flynn.
I think you can take. I think you can trade Flynn this week if he's not named.
I don't think it works with my the trade. This trade scenario, I don't think it works. If I go update trade, yeah, it's not
But
enough
you'd
points.
keep but I swear I saw that you put in Mararis.
And
Yeah, so that
Rice,
means you'd have to skip the other.
yeah, that means I
It
don't
dep
get Humpty. Like
Yeah,
Humpty.
so it just depends how much you want. Do you think do you rate JHF is the first question, and then 2, how much you want Humphrey
Yeah, it's
or
like
Marek?
it's trading out Jason Horne-Francis and putting in Humphreys, knowing that I will have to trade Humphreys out again and get someone in. I think I
I've
might
just
have to do the same with Horne-Francis, but I think honestly Butters coming back might help him a little bit. But
That's what I think as well, but I just can't work out this guy, man. 77 CBAs, 41 dropped down, so it was, we understood why he was going shit, or just, we give him a pass, but then he had 71% CBAs and same thing, and didn't perform until the last quarter when it was too late. And I just forgot. Rosie, I'll save you for another day, mate. Maybe on a new podcast. But he, what a letdown that bloke is. Do you
this
think
is
he?
what he was out of him and Rosie though. Jason Horne-Francis was the better player.
That's the question I've seen a few times. Do you trade Rosie or the horny one?
I don't even know. I want to keep Rosie because I know he just has these games where he goes 60, but then next week he'll come back and go
He
150.
was the leading disposal getter round 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But noted that he versus Collingwood and Richmond so far. So that is a very soft fixture. But it only gets harder. I I just can't, because Rosie has performed for us. I just can't see reason for fading, Rosie instead of JHF. So that's
Yeah.
why Rosie stayed for me. But it would be, look how much money he is for 532. It could help your team in the long run, because if he does get tagged, he might pump out 60s, 60s, 60s. But doesn't Butters get tagged when Butters is normally back?
I think when they come back, Butters will be the one who gets tagged, or it's Jason Horne-Francis who gets tagged. It's very rare that you see Rosie gets tagged.
Yeah, only once, and it happened to be when he was my VC. So thanks, Rosie. What a dickhead. Fuck him.
They also just got outplayed as well, so I don't think you can read much into it.
Yeah, they were. I heard on the radio that they were it was the 10. Sorry, it was the worst performance in regards to pressure for 10 years in the AFL.
Wow.
They
Wow.
got
They were. It was just back and forth, wasn't it?
yeah.
Like it shouldn't stop.
How, it was the worst game of football I've ever watched. And that's
Yeah.
saying something. We watch 8 games a week. Well, I certainly
We
do.
watch a lot of football. No, I'll actually get one of the worst games of football I've ever watched was just gone grand final, 2024 grand final.
Oh yeah.
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 That was just so disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Moving on to the next thing, we have decided to do a one-eyed pod team. A one-eyed pod team that I've already made, mind you, and I've already picked all the players for, and it's doing fucking fantastically.
I've only just found out about it 20 minutes ago, so we're putting it as, you got to change the team name.
You will like the team name. Let me just go share screen. So this is our one-eyed pod team. For our one-eyed pod team, we have faded Sheasel to start with. We captained Jack Sinclair last week. Ooh. We put in Andy Brayshaw, Noah Anderson, Connor Rosie, Ed Richards, Chera, Oliver. It's actually a pretty decent team.
Oh, you're sorry, I'm saying but our rookies are mud. Look at the rookies.
So let's do this week. Like, what trades are we going to do to fix?
Did you
these
start
rookies?
Lindsay? Well, did we start Lindsay?
No, we just traded him in.
I think
What?
well, you can
Get rid of
trade
SG.
SDK, Tom Edwards, he's just done his ACL, and James Leake. I think it's time to do some rookie corrections, and hopefully you can put Bailey Humphrey in. Jeez, you've already boosted. You've
Mate, we
already
had to have a little bit of fun with it. What are you talking about? And for all the listeners, it is currently a ranked 800. Let's quickly look. 803.
Yeah.
We're pretty good. And we're called Ed Richie Rich, all right?
And you captain Sinclair accidentally.
Yeah. I think it was an optimized captain.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking love an optimized.
Just keep running the optimized.
I've gone on this team twice. I've actually gone in here twice. When I set it up, no, three times. When I set it up and in the last two trades.
Yeah.
So what was it, Leak? And should we just leave Edwards in there as a loop?
You got Harry Boyd. You got two loops.
All right, let's do some correction issues here.
Well, I'm only saying that because you could probably get Bice, Humphrey, and the ultimate, the Holy Trinity when you're buying a HSP. The Holy Trinity for rookies, unfortunately.
You think we could?
Yeah.
Oh, we could. Marek.
Oh, you can get Marek. Oh,
or
yeah,
do you reckon we put in? Should we get Marek?
Well, do you have a defender? I think you need a defender here. So where is Bice at the moment? Where did he go?
Back here. Because we got rid of Leak and we got rid of Leak and SDK, so we need a defender.
So maybe you could leave Leak for another week and trade someone to get Marek. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, Camporelli, is he playing this week, or should we just trade him?
No, he's not playing. I mean, so if he's not playing, yeah, that's him. Well, I'm trading him out this week, so
Camporelli out, and we'll put in Marek.
I really like Morales, though.
Should we put in Morales instead? Who should we fade? These two.
Dude,
it's got to be
fun. It's got to be fun. It's got to be fun. I completely agree. And then you can trade. You can be full fun and trade in our man, Toby Travalia next week.
Yeah,
because he's our boy.
Oh, look at this VCC action that's going on here. I think they're playing. There's going to be the other way around. VC. Yeah. VCC. That is
fucking hell.
Surely. Oh, and we don't have a ruckman playing. Meek's not playing. Do we have 18 playing?
Just one. Patton's not playing.
People. Oh, we don't have Bailey Smith.
If you want to be a fun team, you go without him.
Should we fade Bailey Smith? Is that
what we're doing? You can just trade Marek or Thingo to him. I'm pretty sure you had enough money.
Should we trade Marek to Bailey Smith, or should we trade Humphreys to Bailey Smith? It's got to be the one that you wanted to do, but you couldn't do. So then you get to have fun and do it in here.
Yeah, so I reckon you trade Marek.
Trade Marek out?
Yeah.
And put in Bezlinka.
Oh, you might not have enough cash. It might have to be Bailey.
It's got to be Humpty.
Oh. Doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel good, does it?
It's not fun.
It makes me feel sick, actually. If anything, this backline needs to be fixed next week.
Oh, you think?
Maybe we trade out. Maybe next week is trading out one of these four.
Yeah.
All right. And putting in a backman.
Jesus Christ. Noah Anderson is going insane. Jesus. He's going ballistic.
122 average.
Ooh. And he's going to keep charging. If you were to rank So we've already sort of discussed it. I'm not even going to bother. But the so Smith, it's Smith, Humphrey, and then Marrick. You think is that your idea? And where does
Oh,
where does Bice
nah.
and the other come in?
I think that they're different. I think that Bailey Smith is my priority just because I think you have to have him in your team.
Yeah,
So much
and
people
then
have
it's
him,
just
and
a
he's so
toss up.
careless. Yeah, and then you could just throw them all up against the wall, and
Exactly.
one of them's going to come through as the best option.
Yeah. And I think
I
just
think,
the 113K players are more appealing because they're, it's easier to make money. That's my
yeah,
view.
yeah,
Um,
I agree as
Bice or
well.
Morales, whatever his name is,
Bice.
Morales.
I think
I
I'm going to
agree.
go Bice, but I really like Morales. I really like watching him play.
So do I. It
Yeah,
looks like a cheeky fella.
so I might skip Humpty
Yep.
and go boost Baz, and then get into 2 rookies for some cash gen.
Yep. Yep. I like that. And then you're getting rid of Flynn if he isn't selected. If he's not selected this week, he can't come in anymore. So,
Now, if he doesn't get
make
selected
a
this
break.
week, okay. If Flynn doesn't get selected this week, I'll do the Humpty one and trade out Jace. No. If Flynn doesn't get selected this week, I'll do the Bailey Smith and 2 rookies.
Yeah.
But if he gets
That's
selected
what I
this
said.
week, I'll do the Jason Juan Francis and the
That's what I
yeah,
said. I
whatever you
told you.
think.
I told you. I told you. You rattled last night. You're saying I'm a dumb cunt. You fucking can't even get it right yourself, you idiot. Anyway,
All right, VCC.
VC's. Yeah. I think TDK VC or Baz VC, sneaky one. But I feel like I just want to put my VC on Zorko and just watch him kill it, and
Yeah,
then decide out of the Sunday games.
yeah, I'm doing
Or
that.
actually, we just said at the start of the podcast we never want to fade TDK for vice captain.
I have at the moment on my other team, I've got VC on TDK, C on Zorko.
Yeah, I think Zorko's in the equation. I don't mind Whitfield against West Coast, but Saints McRae could be a shout, or Brayshaw versus
I think
Bulldogs.
McRae is just
But
going to be that safe 100 plus person this year.
yeah, but I think Zorko is. I don't. Wouldn't you rather a VC on Zorko and he goes 150 rather than, you have TDK that goes 120 and then you're like, oh God,
All
I
right,
know he's gonna.
VC
Yeah,
Zorko, C McRae.
yeah.
But for this one, VC Zorko, C Sinclair, and I won't
Oh
come back
yeah,
on here to change it. So it's
yeah,
just going to be straight C's
yeah,
Sinclair.
yeah, yeah.
We love it.
Just quick pies chat. I think Collingwood -30. Great tip. Shooter Schultz is going to kick 3, and I think Nick's going to have 30 and 5 goals. Paying $20.
Such a big call. Is that the cherry on top this week?
We'll work it out.
So
We'll work out
someone
that
get
cherry
after
next
it.
week. We've got a league code. We'll organise it all next week, or I might just put it on Twitter. Michael hasn't even joined it anyway, so it's not important.
We're too busy
But
making a team.
yeah, bet it up the pies.
On the pies. All right, lads. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See ya.
So yeah.